Good evening and welcome to our Testimonial Tuesday for Tuesday, September 6, 2016. Hope you had a wonderful Labor Day. It was a beautiful day here in Middle Tennessee. My name is Vicki Drobness and I'm a Ruby Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. And I'm excited to talk with you today about the power of persistence because this applies to everything. Everything. That includes your life, it includes any goals that you have, and it also includes Plexus. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to share my screen with you. Where is my screen? There it is. And there comes up the information there. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. This presentation is brought to you by independent Plexus ambassadors and is not sponsored by Plexus Worldwide. Any statements made have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. Plexus products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Plexus makes no guarantees on income, as such representations may be misleading. Your success depends on your effort, commitment, skill, and leadership abilities, and how effectively you exercise those qualities. Please see the Plexus Annual Income Disclosure Statement for more details. So, as I always ask people whenever they are watching or whenever they are tuning in to our Testimonial Tuesday, is to be thinking about who do you know? Who do you know you need to send a link to this video as soon as you're finished watching it? Be thinking about who may be looking for better health, better financial situation, personal growth, all kinds of things. So we're going to go ahead and get started, but keep that notepad handy so that you can share that information. So before we get started with our topic tonight, if you've stumbled on this video by chance or somebody shared it with you and you're thinking, what is Plexus? Well, let me tell you. So what exactly is Plexus? Plexus is an incredible body balancer. Plexus is a line of 16 health and wellness products that focus on the three big aspects of health, and those are blood sugar balance, inflammation, and gut health. And whenever you get those three into balance in your body, it is amazing what your body can do for itself. We have life-changing products, and as I mentioned before, there were 16 of them. So here's a screenshot of 16 of our 16 products. And again, I know you really can't see all this, all the details on that. So talk with the person who invited you to tune in to this video. And if you just stumbled on this by chance, then let me know, and I'll be glad to explain and help you find out what's right for you. Just a little bit about my fave Plexus products. My absolute all-time favorite is the Triplex, and this is our Slim, our ProBio 5, and our BioCleanse. Again, the Slim is the blood sugar balance, the ProBio 5 is the gut health, BioCleanse also helps with the gut health, and then the Slim and the BioCleanse can help with inflammation. So all three of these work together. This is what I started with, this is what I take, and talk about the power of persistence. This is what I have taken every day since June 2014, June 23rd, 2014 to be exact. So I can tell you, this has done amazing things for my health. One of the things that I used to deal with was I would eat something and, oh my gosh, I would feel absolutely awful, or I'd look like I was 6 months pregnant, and I was in my 50s. Not a good thing. So once I got started on Plexus, my body just felt so much better, and I can enjoy whatever foods that I want to. I still eat really healthy. I still eat really clean and healthy. But if I have something that, yeah, maybe not so great and clean and healthy, I don't pay for it later. And let me tell you, that makes life so much easier. All right, my other favorite product that I also take every day is the X Factor vitamins. And this is a multivitamin, has a patented form of aloe in it that helps to boost your nutrient absorption, because it's great if you're taking a multivitamin, but it's not going to do you any good if you're not absorbing the nutrients. And Plexus X Factor ensures that you do get those nutrients into your system. Another product that I've been taking ever since we introduced it is the Mega X, and it's a plant-based omega, and I'm all about plant-based eating, but it's a plant-based omega with omegas 3, 6, 9, 5, and 7. I got to be honest, as crunchy as I am when it comes to nutrition, whenever I first heard about the Mega X, I had no idea there was omegas 5 and 7. So even I learned something new with that. But I have loved what this has done as far as just feeling better, wonderful with Probio 5 at night to help you sleep, and it's just a good way of getting your omegas. Your body does not make omega fatty acids. So it has to be supplemented from your diet, and everybody needs that. But this is an easy way. It's sustainable too. It doesn't come from fish, so you know that the fish are not being overfished, and you also don't have to worry about where those fish are coming from. Are they coming from someplace that maybe has pollution in it? And so be aware that just because it's cheaper doesn't mean it's better. And Plexus products are affordable. There are, I think, 14 of our products that are under $35. So very affordable. So if you've been taking a fish oil and you don't like those fishy burps, let's chat Mega X. And then finally, my new 2 favorite ones that, again, I take every day. Again, it's persistence. This is what makes the difference. Block. And block helps to block up to 48% of carbs and sugars from turning to glucose in your system. So you definitely want that before a really carby meal. Or again, like I mentioned, I'll still indulge every once in a while, special family occasion, birthday, something like that. I'll just make sure I take my block ahead of time. And you don't have to take it far ahead of time. Used to be the old version, you'd have to take 30 minutes ahead of time. This one, take right away. And then finally, our Edge. And I love this product. I really did not expect to love an energy product because I'm so not about the energy drinks or energy supplements, but this one makes the difference. It's three ingredients in it, provides sustained energy, no jitters, just nice focus, and much less expensive than those energy drinks or other energy supplements, and no crash afterwards. So again, love, love, love that product. So let's go on and start talking about our power of persistence. Now, the information that I've gotten on this, I've gotten from the book Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And this is considered a classic whenever it comes to the success thought. So it was written by Napoleon Hill in 1937, so it's an oldie but a goodie. One of the interesting facts that I found about it, which I thought was totally funny, is it was originally titled Use Your Noodle to Win More Boodle. I think we can probably say we're glad that they changed the name on that. Think and Grow Rich just sounds a lot better than using your noodle to win more boodle. But hey, interesting fact. It is considered one of the most influential books on the subject of personal success. If somebody is looking to be more successful at a job or just in life in general, this is one of the books that is most recommended for people. Andrew Carnegie, who was steel magnate back in the early part of the 20th century, early 1900s, commissioned Napoleon Hill to interview 500 millionaires, and some of the millionaires that he interviewed were Theodore Roosevelt, Henry Ford, Alexander Graham Bell, Thomas Edison, to find a success formula. And I think you would say that all of these men that I've mentioned here were known for their persistence and to not giving up, making sure that they did what it took to make it happen. And then approximately 100 million copies have been sold worldwide as of 2015. That was the latest number that I could find. So think about that, 100 million copies of a book written in 1937, and that is still on the bestseller list nowadays. I think that's just amazing. And think about how the influence of him long after he died in 1970. So just think about the influence that Napoleon Hill has had since then. Going to have to do some research, see if Hill is somewhat, that's my maiden name, see if we're related somehow. So anyway, never underestimate the power of persistence. Another quote from Napoleon Hill, everyone faces defeat. We all face this. Everyone has. It may be a stepping stone or a stumbling block, depending on the mental attitude with which it is faced. So even think about a baby learning how to walk. There's defeat. A baby does not immediately take off and start walking. They keep trying, but they don't give up. There's something still in their mental attitude before the world sometimes kind of gets to them that says, yes, I can do this, and you're going to keep on trying. So one thing that I'm big on sharing with my team and sharing with my community as well, I'm very involved in our chamber, very involved in our local leadership program, is the power of mindset. And this is one I came across from him. I don't know if it's in Think and Grow Rich. I just came across this as I was putting together this presentation. No one is ready for a thing until he believes he can acquire it. So you've got to have that belief that you can acquire it. And that is you're not just hoping, but believing, knowing it. And if you do that, half your work is done for you. You know it's going to happen. It's just a matter of when. Most great people have achieved their greatest success just one step beyond their greatest failure. So a lot of times you may have seen a graphic of this guy who's digging for diamonds, and the one guy gives up, and he's this close to hitting the diamond mine, and the other guy is still digging along, and he's this close to it too. But that means that if you quit, you definitely have failed. And I am so big on the power of mindset. You just ask my team. They'll tell you that's one of my big things that I share with them and talk about. That makes a difference in how well you're going to do. Fear is a habit. So is self-pity, defeat, anxiety, despair, hopelessness, and giving up. If you eliminate all of those negative habits and replace them with two simple resolves of I can and I will, wow, your life is going to be so much better. So I see so many people, probably, I don't know, 80 to 90% of the people I come across that are into self-pity or defeat. And I don't even think they realize that it's a habit. But that's a way of protecting yourself, of thinking that, it's just not for me, or, I can't ever do anything right, or this works for other people, not for me. And that's your ego's way of trying to protect yourself, keeping you in that cute little comfort zone. Well, I'll tell you, comfort zone can be a prison. You don't ever want to get stuck in that. You want to expand that. I've talked about stepping outside your comfort zone, but also expanding it, because the more you do, your comfort zone expands, and what you thought you couldn't do, you can do now. Doing a Zoom like this and being filmed, if y'all could have seen me 2 years ago, whenever I was starting to do videos to promote my business, oh my gosh, it was sad. It was sad. I was so scared, and I'd have to have a script. And I'm doing this, I've got some notes, but I'm doing this, sharing my passion about this with you, because it took practice. And nowadays, I don't have any problem. Somebody wants me to get on the radio. I did that this past weekend. Yeah, sure. Glad to. Somebody wants me to get on TV. Yeah, I'll be glad to do that too. Get up in front of a group of people. Yes. So you expand your comfort zone, and you don't know how rewarding it is until you do that. It's so cool. Put your foot on the neck of fear, of criticism, by reaching a decision not to worry about what other people think, do, or say. What other people think and do or say, that's their business. That's not yours. You're the one that's living in your body and your life. Do what you want to with it. I do advise you not to harm people, but do what you want to with it. It's your life. Nobody else is living inside your head. They don't know what you're dealing with and what you want. So that's a statement about them. Don't let that stop you from anything. Talk to the people and surround yourself with the people who will support you. Failure cannot cope with persistence. And one of the things, Napoleon, here, there's a great chapter on persistence in the book. And that's what I'm doing with this. And I'm going to share. I'm going to be a little transparent and vulnerable here. But I'm a big fan of Bob Proctor, who is this wonderful motivational speaker. And one of the things that he mentions in the chapter of the book that we're doing with my team called You Were Born Rich, highly recommend the book, talks about this chapter on persistence that he and John Carney, who does this presentation or did those presentations with him in the 80s and 90s, said that they were going to read that for 30 days, just that chapter for 30 days. And so I've committed to it. It's on my calendar, and I've already read mine yesterday and today, and I cannot wait to see. They said it made a huge difference in their goals. So I challenge you to do that too. You can find this copy online. You can find Think and Grow Rich anywhere, and find the chapter on persistence and read it. Okay, so how do you develop persistence? This is according to Napoleon Hill. You need a definite purpose, and you need a purpose that is packed with a burning desire for its fulfillment. My purpose is to be a Plexus Diamond Ambassador, and I know that I am achieving that. I am in the process of it, and it is just a matter of time before it happens. And I know that I'm going to do whatever it takes to do that. So I have a definite purpose with that. A definite plan. So that plan means you have to do, that plan is expressed in continuous action. You have to do the action. It's not just a matter of, I'm going to sit back and wait for it to drop out of the sky. Nah, that's not going to happen. So sharing these Zooms, that's part of my plan. Doing income producing activity, that's part of my plan. Reaching out and talking to people, letting people know about Plexus, coaching my team, providing information, doing the book studies. That's all part of the plan in order to reach my goal of diamond. So but you have to do action with it. It is not a matter of just sitting there and thinking, okay, I'm going to be diamond and I'm just going to wait for it to happen, because, honey, it ain't going to happen that way. You need a mind closed tightly against all negative and discouraging influences. And that includes the negative suggestions of friends, relatives, and acquaintances. If somebody tells you, you can't do this, or I know of somebody who tried this and they didn't succeed, tune them out. Tune the negative people out. It's not worth it. You need to surround yourself with positive people. I shared in last week's video about how you are the sum or the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Take a good, strong look at who those 5 people are. And if those 5 people aren't supporting you and cheering you on and finding ways to help you stay motivated to reach your goal, you need to find 5 new people. Be happy to be one of those 5 people, because I will definitely cheer you on and make sure that you know that you are so worth it. That it's work, but you are so worth it. Anything that you want to have is worth the work that you're going to do. And this applies to not only business, any goal. If you want to learn how to play the piano, make that your goal. Surround yourself by people who don't say, oh, you can't do that. You're in your 60s. What's the point in doing that? No, don't do that. Just surround yourself with people who will be encouraging to you. And so no matter what that goal is, if that goal is to lose weight, surround yourself with people who are going to encourage you and not offer you a piece of cake, unless you have your block, and then we'll talk about that. But if somebody's going to try and derail you, you don't need that type of person in your life. All right, and a friendly alliance with 1 or more persons who will encourage you to follow through with both your plan and your purpose. And this is where they have found that, like people losing weight, if you are working with someone or you are surrounded in like some type of support group, that you have a better chance of meeting those goals. Same thing with the business. With our wonderful Plexus Network Marketing Program, we have team groups. We have groups on Facebook. We have other groups that are outside of that, and we support each other. And so you want to have that alliance with people who are wanting you to succeed. Nothing makes me feel better than to seeing somebody succeed. That is so rewarding. And I would love everybody on my team to go ahead and pass me up in rank. That would be so cool. With Plexus, you can do that. A lot of other companies you can't. But the idea that they are succeeding, oh wow, I get tears, happy tears in my eyes with that. So again, this was from Think and Grow Rich in the chapter on persistence. Do it now can affect every phase of your life. It can help you to do the things you should do but don't feel like doing. It can keep you from procrastinating when an unpleasant duty faces you, but it can also help you do those things that you want to do. It helps you seize those precious moments that, if lost, may never be retrieved. And I will say, I will be totally honest, whenever I was putting this together, I was thinking, you know what? I'm just going to film this. I may film this a little later on this evening. And then I thought, no, this is what I'm talking about. I'm going to go ahead and film it, get it done, so that I can have it ready and uploaded for y'all. So that is an example of it. Go ahead and do this. And be okay with making mistakes. If you think about it, if you've ever heard about Thomas Edison, somebody said, wow, it took you 10,000 times to finally create the light bulb. How did it feel to fail those 10,000 or 9,999 times? And he said, no. He said, I just found out 9,999 ways that it didn't work until I found the one that did. And that's what you've got to do, is you've got to keep looking and you tweak it, you find what works, find what doesn't, and you keep on moving forward towards your goals. Don't let anybody ever tell you you can't reach your goals. Harvey Mackay, taking a little step away from Napoleon Hill there, but I love ending my presentations with Harvey Mackay, because he said a successful person is usually an average person who took a chance. That's all it is. It is you've got to have a doctorate in whatever. You don't have to do that. You just have to have the tenaciousness to be coachable, to be open to learning new ideas, and to see yourself as succeeding. And that's what it takes, and that will make the difference in your life. So if you have not gotten started with Plexus, well, hey, let's talk. Let's get you started today, because it will truly change your life. You will have better health. You will have better financial promise. There's so much that it can do to make your life so much better. So I will go ahead and end here, stop my sharing here. I have filmed this ahead of time because tomorrow during my Testimonial Tuesday, which is usually at 6:30 on Tuesday evening Central Time, there is a local opportunity event with one of my friends, Diamond Sonia Dudley, and also Diamond Sapphire, Jen Hawkins, who are going to be doing one nearby. And so some of my team and I are going to go to that. And through the magic of technology, I can film this ahead of time and go ahead and have it there for you so that you can tune in. So again, if you've just stumbled on this video and you don't know anything about Plexus, I've got my contact information under the description in YouTube, and let's talk and let's find what works best for you with Plexus, because every single one of our products somebody in the world can use. And if somebody asks you to watch this video, that means that they care about you and they want the best for you. So go back to that person. Go back to that ambassador and talk with them and let them help you change your life with Plexus. And it may take persistence, but you know what? That's exactly what you do. So good night. Have a wonderful evening, and go Plexus.